everybody. Welcome to the Floozie podcast. My name is Jill. Some of you know me as Blossom. I am the Essential Blossom on Facebook, Instagram, and I have an Etsy store by the same name. And I also have the Essential Blossom group on Facebook. How is everyone? I hope everyone had a great Father's Day. Today is Monday. Yeah, hold on. The 17th, that's what I thought it was. Monday, the 17th of 2019. Yesterday was Father's Day here in America. So I talked to my dad for a little while yesterday, and um, we just had a pretty quiet day yesterday. We had some wind here Saturday night, and yesterday was just looking outside saying, oh, because there's so many limbs everywhere, and I'm very thankful that we did not have worse damage than we did. But we had a stack of tin that my husband uses for the roofs here, on things and for patching and all kinds of stuff. It was a pretty good stack. Not a stack anymore. The wind broke the strap he had on that, and it is all over out there. And so we're going to have to pick that up. We're kind of waiting a couple days for things to kind of dry out again. We had just started to get dried out when it started to rain again, but it could be a drought. So you have to be careful what you complain about. So I finished the blanket. I don't know if I had started this. I cannot remember. I seriously cannot remember. Okay, so today I just have the one thing that I have finished, and then I have a couple things I'm still working on. I want to show you the progress on those. And I went to Hobby Lobby, so I have some yarn to show you. And then I have a couple of books to show you, and I'm going to announce the winners of the random drawing I did for giveaway, and then we will do some book review, some of those that I got from the charity. So I hope that appeals to you. If you'll stick around, I really want to welcome all of my new viewers. I'm glad to have you here. I'm trying to have more content for you. I'm trying to have more things done, trying to get more things done. I switched jobs recently, retired from being a hairdresser, and am now working at a job where I am building a website, and I've never done that before. However, I'm getting there, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm working for the company that I used to be a consultant for with the essential oils. So that's why I am the Essential Blossom. My husband also calls me Blossom. And if you stick around towards the end, I might get into that story too. So I am about halfway between Wichita Falls and Abilene in Texas, West Texas. Okay, so this is what I had started, I think. This is pretty much a lap blanket. It's what my intention is for it, but it's about the size of a baby blanket. And this is two of the cakes that my husband makes. So I can give you an example. Let me see. Like he takes the yarn and he rolls it into a cake for me. and these are from like scraps or um, just because I wasn't sure how to put the colors together. He's much better at putting the colors together than I am. So yeah, so these two could go together. Anyway, I put two of those into this, and so they're about that size, like this size right here, which is about 2 skeins of red heart. It's about the size of it. So it started with this blue and went to here into this gray, and then this gray here to here was the second one. And then I just went around the edge at the end with 2 rows of single crochet to finish it off. And this is just done in a V-stitch. If you can tell that, there you go. That's it. That's all that I finished. I did some more work on my shawl. This is the Life Changes shawl by Laura Concert. Now she had an update on this pattern, so if you have downloaded this pattern, you need to go and check out the update. Go check your box on Ravelry. And I don't think I had started this second color yet when I showed you last time. So that's And Away by Honeybee Knits, Gentle by Raspberry Dye Works, and In the Navy by Honeybee Knits. So that's what I've done on that. I didn't get to go and participate with Zoom on Saturday night because I have been having some vertigo. My family has an inner ear disorder, and I really kind of think it was in part because we were fixing to have the storms and stuff, you know. Then I started something new. It wouldn't be me if I didn't. I joined the Swish and Flick Collective by Kay Jones of the Briny Bears. So this is the Choose Your House socks, and it's done in DK. And I took the quiz and found out that I am a Gryffindor. Which some of you are going to think this is kind of funny because Gryffindor, guess what that is? It's the red and the yellow, or orange and gold, or whatever. I think it's red and yellow. But anyway, I'm doing a loose interpretation of those socks in this color. Oh, and I did not bring it with me. I do not remember what this one's. You know, I do remember what it's called. This is Urban Chic, and it is a 3-weight, and there are 2 of them in this cake. And this is called Gray. But see all those colors in there? So I have started my sock, and I like doing my socks on double pointed needles. So that's where I'm at. I have begun. Got 3 rows on there. So, house socks. And then the next pattern is a wrap. I think there are, and it's not too late to join this, should you choose to. I want to say that I had, yeah, I do. Hold on. You'll know how slow I am. Okay. The Swish and Flick Collective. Swish and Flick. So this one came out the 31st of May, and then the wrap. This one was the the socks came out before the patterns. The initial, it's an initial pattern before the collective starts. Like a prep, a warm up. So she's got several coming out, and this is if you look for, it's KF Jones on Ravelry, and that's where you will find and this was the second one. It's the Burrow wrap, and they've talked about this on the podcast. That's why I'm showing you that. So then the next one will come out the 28th of June. So if you go to the Bakery Bears on Ravelry, the podcast, you can join in on this collective. I like her patterns, and that one that sock started really easy. Okay, that's it. That's all I've worked on. That's all I've done. I did work on another. Remember, I was doing those dishcloths, and I did work on one. It's a knit, and it's actually a variation of the grandma's. Now, that's my interpretation of it. It is a variation because it has the yarn overs and the knit two togethers, and it has it's done in garter, but the one I was trying to accomplish has a different shape, more of a flower shape, like with 5 or 6 sides to it. Anyway, I did not like the way it came out. I did not like how my holes where my yarn overs and stuff were. I didn't like how those were coming out. Just using peaches and cream with it. So I'm going to do it again. And when I finish, then hopefully I'll have it to show you, and maybe I'll have more than one to show you. So I did go to Hobby Lobby. However, you may be disappointed. But don't get too disappointed. Okay. So there was not a lot at my Hobby Lobby. And the gal told me that at the desk, we all know how this goes because sometimes they know what they're talking about and sometimes they don't, right? I got 2 of the Sweet Divinity in strawberry. They were $1.24. Sweet Divinity. And you know what? These feel an awful lot like the Chloe. They're just a little shinier. That's pretty good right there. And y'all have seen this stuff. People have been showing you, so I know this is not going to be a surprise, and I probably don't need to go over all of this. I got 2 of these Fair Isle in red black multi, 254 yards, 80 acrylic, 20 alpaca. So I got 2 of those. I thought there was something else in here. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so here's the Chloe. And I realize it's in the same type of cake. But look at how these are. See how that's kind of shiny? That one is a little more fuzzy. Well, this one, $80 acrylic and 20 nylon. And this one is 70% wool and 30 in viscose. And they're very soft, but in different ways. This one's cooler feeling because of the nylon in it. So, yeah. But I want to say that some of you were getting some of that Chloe, but they weren't on. I mean, this was all that was on sale at mine. I found one papaya. The I Love This Cotton for 94 cents. One, the whole place. 2 of the Delish Boutique. $1.74, regular $6.99. 590 yards. 90% acrylic and 10% alpaca. This one is pistachio sundae, and I got 2 of them. I have really not looked at this since I got it. Okay, I got 4 of the Andes alpaca. Regular $5.49, on sale for $1.37. And I know some of these were at different prices at different stores too. So I've got Pearl, September Sunset, Peacock. It's teal, guys. And City Beat. Those are the 4 I got of that. And I picked up one of these because I saw it on Crafts by the Rose. Tina, were you the one that told us about these? I think you were. The wool needles with that opening down here. I paid full price for these at $2.99. And there's 3 different sizes. Okay, and this is what I went for. I went for the Marleyburg yarn. That's what I'm calling it. Okay, this yarn is 100% merino. Normally it is $9.99, and it was on sale for $2.57, and that's been pretty consistent everywhere. So that must have been what what they all decided. And I got all they had. So I got one in mimosa. It's gold, golden yellow, golden yellow. I got a sterling silver, creme de mint. I got two sunset, and two of the turquoise, which is poolside. And these are really great. So basically, at can't find it. At 170 yards, I have 170 times 7. So I have 1,190 yards of this. It's pretty good for a project. And that's it from Hobby Lobby. So I got a lot of stuff last year. A lot of what you see behind me here came from Hobby Lobby and their sale last year. And a lot of it came from, I bought a bunch of the cakes that way. That's all of that. So I'll have another video because I have got yarn that I participated in a sale, and this sale is by a lady in New Orleans, Betty Bornside Yarns, and she had, when I was there visiting my daughter, I went in there and bought some yarn, and I showed you guys when I got back. That's where I got the yarn for my grandson's hat. Well, she gave me a price list for her store, and I was able to go in the back and see her stock. And she's very particular about her stock. And a very neat lady. Well, she sent me a flyer, and it's got a list of her sale stuff on it. So that's on its way. I will have a yarn haul from a yarn store. So that will be fun. So y'all be looking out for that. I also wanted to give a shout out to Kinley Ann's Creations, Penny, because she did a video not too long ago. I think it was like right after they did their Spin Right video. If you guys haven't checked her, you need to go look because she is really, really a nice lady, and she has got a lot of knowledge. She keeps up on lets us all know about what's going on in the sales. And she was talking about these places to go and find information. And I went and downloaded what she was talking about, and that is the standards and guidelines for crochet and knitting from the Craft Yarn Council. Y'all need to go check that website, the Craft Yarn Council. There is a lot of really great information on the website. And so I'm really happy to have this. So y'all need to go and check her video where she talks about this. I will try to link it down at the bottom. And then I also got her glossary of wool terms, but not hers. Then it's not hers. But it's, where is that? She talked about it on there. Oh, who knows what I've done with everything. Who knows? Oh, no clue what I did with it. But it was the glossary of wool terms from the Colorado State University. She talks about it in the video. And I printed that. That one was only 3 pages. This one was 35. Luckily, I just got ink. Now I'm going to have to go and get, so this is what I wanted to tell you. I forgot about this last week whenever I'm going to get up and find something. Making sure you're still going. So I did 2 binders. I went and got 2 packs of the sleeves, page sleeves. And this book is the knit, the purple one. This one is for knit. And then in the front, there's these pockets of this one, and I put and I'm going to have to do some more. Penley Ann, she was pulling them off of every time she goes, she pulls the patterns, excuse me, off the ends, where the yarn is. I had a birthday. Okay, this is an extra price sheet. This is from Betty Bornside. So see, here's my list. This was the first list. Then she sent me another one, and I've got it in the other room. I'll show y'all that one whenever the stuff comes in. But this is my book with all the sleeves and all of the patterns. So see, I've got the Bauble Shrug by Gigi Made It. I've got that right on top because that's something I want to do soon. There's a shrug. So there's the knit. But I need more. I have plenty of sleeves, but they won't fit in. When I open it, they kind of want to slip out. So there's too many in the ring. And I have rings, just the rings. And I was thinking about trying those, and I may do that here after a while. And this one is my crochet one. And in here I've got the pullouts, and I've got a bunch of these that are crochet, a whole bunch more than I do of the knitting. I don't know why. And this is that Warm Up America. Remember me telling you, well, maybe this isn't Warm Up America. This is just warm up. Yeah, never mind. But all of my crochet patterns now are in here. So, and that one is full enough that I really need another one. This one is not quite as thick as this other one. You know, they're like 1.5 inches, 2 inch, yada yada. I don't know, whatever it takes. Okay. Just making sure you guys are still. Sorry. So anyway, I wanted to tell you I got that done, and it's so nice to have all of them in here so I can find them. And that's where that other deal will go. And I printed out some more. I have more projects and more yarn than I have time. Isn't that the way it is? I found this one, which was on the, I want to say this was on the Love Knitting. And it's the One Skein Wonder. Have you guys heard of this? This is a free pattern, a knitting pattern by Amanda Woger. Woger. Woeger. Woger. See the shape of it? Anyway, I would like to do that one too. And then I printed out the one from the Proper Pineapple. It's in crochet, the armor shawl. So I wanted to support her since they're having a tough time right now. And then I bought the pattern for the dabbling hook. This is, I don't have the picture, but this is the big button cowl. So that's what I'm going to do with some of this bulky stuff I just bought. And then I also got, this is the pattern for the Ross hat. Smell great, guy. I've just been printing and printing. Y'all are going to say, you printed and you printed, but you didn't get anything done. And you would be correct. I tell you what, I worked on that little lap blanket. That's all I wanted to do. I just did it and did it and did it. I just wanted to finish it. Okay, so I know you're wondering. So I pulled 3 names randomly from the comments. I talked about doing this last week. And this first one, I would like you guys to send all your warm wishes and your prayers and everything out to her too. Teresa Patton is number 1. These aren't in any order. I just pulled them from the comments from my past before June, those videos. I also pulled, and I used random picker for these. So Teresa Patton, Denischa so D, and Crafts by the Rose, Tina. You 3 are my winners. So I will be getting some packages together for you guys. I know some things that Tina would want, and then um, I believe that Dee and I believe all three of you are crocheters. I don't know whether any of you knit. I've not heard you talk about knitting at all. Congratulations, guys. And that's what I think I may do, is just do the random. A lot of us are going to doing that. I wanted to show you, I picked up some ink pens, Papermate ink pens. Do you guys remember these? I went to Office Supply to get ink. Where did I go? Office Depot, I think. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Y'all go over and wish a happy birthday to Elizabeth. She's a crafty crocheter. So this is the Papermate Ink Joy Quattro. Is that better? Yeah. So you've got the red, the blue, the green, and the black. And you'll do one, and then you do the other, and then come back up. My gosh, these are from my childhood. I did not know these still existed. These are going to be great for marking in my planner, for marking on patterns, and just all kinds of fun stuff. This was a 3-pack. I'm excited about those. In fact, putting one in there now. One's going to go in my purse. Okay, what else? So, I guess we'll go over, let's look at these little books. So these are the little books. Now, I got these the other day at the charity shop. I got a whole stack for $10. This one is the Coates and Clark book number 203. This is Afghans. Crochet, knit, Afghan stitch. This was originally 35 cents. And the one on the back looks like puff stitch. The popcorn ripple. Sorry, I'm sinusy, guys. Ribbon weave. This is kind of neat looking. This is done in, that one is knit. I didn't say. This one's crochet. This is a Park Avenue. Yeah, they don't have them in color, but in the back, I noticed this the other day, they have stitch detail for them. So this one is $7.79. Okay, $7.79. This is the Park Avenue, and it is $7.79. Is this one? So see, they've got the stitch detail on these on the back. That's kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be more than that in here. The Daisy Dell I said from the back that was like a, yeah, I skipped ahead. That one, there's the detail on that one. Sorry. Always skipping ahead. Sea of Tranquility. This one is knit. This is kind of a ripple wave. I really like the way that looks. Florentine Flame. It's not in color. What I was going to say is it does tell you what they originally did it in. So this is yellow, apple green, and tangerine. If you can picture that. But it's kind of like an offset. Y'all, some of you might be making those ones that Krista over at the Secret Yarnery is making, the mile a minutes. I've never done one of those, and so I want to do one of those. Aunt Betty says they're fast. She would know. Ship ahoy. Got a cable. And this is, that's it. This one is Houndstooth. A Rooster Roundup. So this one is Afghan stitch, I believe. Yes, Afghan hook size I. And, oh my gosh, some of the names of the yarn. Coates and Clark yarn. We've got eggshell, medium gold, tangerine, yellow, dark olive, devil red, and cardinal, and apple green, and black. Anyway, you can't see that from here, but look at the rooster. And the charts. This one's tic-tac-toe, that one that had the crossover. So that's one little one. And then there's this one. This is Annie's Favorite Crochet from March and April of 2000. Number 104. Annie's Favorite Crochet. Collars. There's a doll dress outfit done in the chenille. There's a chenille pillow. This is a shrug. Huh. It did the whole sleeve. That's kind of neat. Crochet. Oh yeah, I think it's all crochet in here. Irish coasters and a lace bag. So would those be Irish crochet? These are infant caps. Newborn and preemie. I've been looking for some patterns for these. Crafty Crocheter Elizabeth, she does a lot of these. She has her own design that she does. That's really cool. I'm glad to know that's in there. This is the collar. Y'all saw it on the front. These are Christmas tree ornaments. They're just like, To me, they look just like the ones that we used to have with, they were ceramic with the marbles. These are beads. That's a doily. Another doily. Grandma's flower garden lamp. The only part that's crocheted is that right there. And then this Afghan is called Surface Lace. I've heard of that. They look like bumps, bubbles on the top. Special stitch is a cluster. You make that in strips. Here's an up close of it. Don't those look like baubles? No, it's not too bad. Treasures in Crochet, book number 296 by Coates and Clark. You've got bedspreads, tablecloths, and placemats. And it's got a sticker on it for Walmart for 66 cents. You know, I don't think I've seen one like that. With that center open. Okay, this is a tablecloth. That uses Clark's big ball of mercerized cotton. The placemat uses mercerized cotton. They call them something. There's an Art B34, size 20. And then there's the Art A105, size 20. If that means anything to you guys. There's a bedspread that's done in Art A65. It's a single size spread. It takes 51 balls. They're 350 yards each. Double size is 64 balls. That's the knit crochet mercerized cotton. That's how much it takes to make that bedspread. The start pattern is pretty. This is the Star Wheel tablecloth. You see, if I had the patience for this, I would do some of these and I would make them into shawls with those patterns. Okay, two more. This one is 0422 Knitting with Style from Simplicity. Classic ripple pattern Afghans to get. There's the one on the back, and there's the one on the front. I can't tell. 1985 comes with your gauge right here. Test your gauge. All projects in here made with readily available standard weight yarns. Shows you how to find your gauge too. Okay. See page 12 for the correct way to work a yarn over. Will do. So that's the pastel stripe Afghan, and then we've got selecting yarns for your Afghan. They give you some idea what to put together. Y'all want to pause that? Okay. This one is the ripple stitch. It's a little more open. And then they give you the pattern for using the blue colors and that. Okay, then we've got one if you want to do six colors. There's some more options. We have the white lace Afghan. This one is rose, blue, and cream. So those are selections for those different, if you want to make it in different colors. That's kind of cool. So I'm terrible at picking color. Did I tell you that? Bulky knit Afghans, 0421. Again, with simplicity. This is bulky weight yarn. The front is a tweed lace. It's using worsted weight yarn, folding two strands together. Kind of what I thought when I saw it. This one is a tweed, no, crayon colors. Then we have and they tell you the pattern repeats. Kind of customizable then. The white lace Afghan was in that one. Unless it's a different pattern, I'll have to look. May have just decided to reissue it. And the one on the back is the pastel stripe. I like that pattern. So that's all those little ones, guys. What else? I think I'm going to call it done. Thanks for coming and joining me. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for going back and for watching and commenting. Um, I will continue to pull comments. We're getting closer to 400 now, so thank you very much. I'm so glad to have all of you. A few shout outs, if you don't mind. I just started watching Nan's Mixed Knots by Nancy, getting caught up on hers. See if I can tell you a few of them because I can't, I've got so many now, it's hard to remember. So I've been watching Maria's Quilts, Crafts, and Crochet, and Crafts by the Rose, The Crafty Floridian, Creative Grandma, DOY Creation 7, Freeze Baby's Fiber Frolic, Sin's Crafting World, Gimme Yarn 418, Hurley's Hand Dyed, KB Fibers, Setta's Place, Sharon's Crochet Corner, Summer's Tips and Stitches, Fiber Spider, Carries Down the Rabbit Hole, Kristen Omdahl, Omdahl. She's a designer. She has a channel. It's great. Ninja Bunny Crochet, Tabitha's Treasures. She's having a hard time too. Terry over at the Yarn Joy podcast. And then I started looking at the patterns. I'm going to have to sit down and go through them, but it's Alex Crochet, and there's two. The patterns are in both languages, so English, and then I'm not sure what the other language is. Crazy Fox Studio, Hooked by Robin, Jenny Crochet Zone, Joe's Web, Lovingly Nye, N-I-E, Marley Bird, Meladora's Creations for Crochet, Nature Crafts, Red Gingerbread, Scraptastic Yarns, Tea Doddles, the Chelsea Pearls, and the Queen's Cabinet is a cooking and vlogging, and she's got some great recipes. You should go check her out. The Queen's Cabinet. Toad Hollow. I watched the Crafty Toads. Bag O' Day, Craft House Magic, Crochet CJ, Espace Tricot, Gay Gillespie, Gypsy Rose. Guys, I'm nowhere near the end. We'll stop there. So go over and check some of those out if you don't mind, and give them some love. And thank you. Have a great week. My friends who are not feeling well, I wish you quick recovery. We're all thinking about you. See you guys.